अबे नहीं
We are live.
Yes.
अच्छा?
Yes, we are live. The
Delhi.
live.
Because of you who keep saying, कर दो
जल्दी कर दो जल्दी
Up
कर
to
दो
I'll have to
well
actually check.
it is जल्दी
कर दो
Yep.
But Delhi.
Yes. Sada Delhi. Oh, and this
Oh.
could be the end of the match. Yeah. Shardul is not destined to have a 5-wicket haul.
Warner has dropped the match, huh?
He's only delaying the inevitable.
Delaying the
Exactly.
inevitable. 20 of 2.
Yeah,
Oh
I'll
boy.
have to check now.
I like how Ricky Patel says हो गया PBKS का बल्ले बल्ले in fact it'll be anything but बल्ले बल्ले because their team bottled it yet again
Yet again, just like
बच
okay.
गया बच गया
Safe. Rahul bhai has been marked safe on
Yeah.
YouTube. ऐसे आता था ना पहले.
I remember
during a earthquake
or
or
whatever.
storm.
Heavy calamity.
that's a wide.
that's wide why does Shardul like doing this to himself
But irrespective of the fact that Shardul has taken 4 wickets, that confidence
That
is
everyone-
just not there.
and the confidence in the opposition batters that we can hit this guy
That's why they get out.
without fail
Yeah.
And they also have to see that they don't lose out on run rate.
Yeah.
As of now, they're
It
pretty
might
okay.
not, yeah, it might
they're
not
pretty
impact
okay.
their
But
net
why
run rate
take
that
chance?
Yep. I mean, if he plays out 2 balls, it's 2 boundaries, 10-run win for Delhi. Doesn't change the net run rate
yes
aspect
I
that
hope
much.
that
Last two was 2 boundaries.
Yeah. That's.
No, because it is possible, as we were saying, all teams on 14.
Yep. All teams.
Fourth
14.
position decided on 14 points. Now it's looking like a reality.
Yep.
Can happen. All you need is for Delhi to lose their last match and
match.
RCB to lose their last match.
Punjab to win their last game as well
Yeah.
Then
And
So
Kolkata
14
beating LSG.
No, even if they don't, 14 will be qualification.
Yeah.
I somehow still don't think that this Delhi side will lose to Bombay.
Yeah.
Mumbai.
RCB can lose.
RCB can lose.
Yes.
For sure.
Chalo. Formalities completed.
And that's it.
Formalities completed.
17 runs.
17 runs.
Yep.
One ball left.
No,
it's done.
You know how I was talking about in the middle that this game could be very similar to their loss against Lucknow, Punjab's loss against Lucknow. That game they were chasing 154. They finished with 133. Okay, and there also they lost their first wicket on 35 or 36, something like that.
Yeah.
Today they lost their first wicket on 38.
38.
Yeah.
when they lost their first
29 runs.
Very
for
similar
si-
that way. And
6 wickets they lost for 29 runs.
Yeah.
And now, if you look at the result, they've lost this match by 17
runs.
So, if they would have batted a little more sensibly, if their top order, especially,
that's the story of Punjab season though
Yeah.
if they batted a little more
Not
sensibly
season.
Yes.
Punjab's IPL history,
History.
campaign, everything.
Yes.
Livingston, take
It's
note.
the story of Punjab.
Yeah. Livingston, take note. Bhanuka, take note. Bad shots. Mayank got out to a straight ball.
No, but it's ridiculous. The shot that Livingston tried to play.
Yeah.
You did not have to go all out at that time.
Just
Imagine if he would have stayed for a little while. They took them close,
Yep.
right?
Exactly. And in the mid-innings show, this is exactly what we were also discussing. They don't have to do anything stupid.
when they go and do
But then-
everything stupid
Then
So-
it's Punjab Kings.
But then Lord Thakur, as Amrik Singh is pointing out, came to the rescue.
Yes.
They could have still won from that stage.
That final over of the power play, 2 wickets.
2 wickets.
Okay, Rajapaksa and Dhawan gone.
Yeah.
That too, by the way, the funny thing is with Shardul, everybody is thinking that they can get runs. In the first 3 balls, you have got 9 runs, you have hit 2 boundaries. Still, Rajapaksa played across the line, got out.
Cutter.
Then Dhawan, the way he got that first boundary in that
Yeah.
over, he tried to play a similar shot, but the width just wasn't there to play that shot. Ended
Yeah.
up edging it.
Edging it.
That's what happens with Shardul Thakur. He somehow gets you those wickets, and that's why he always keeps his place.
Yeah.
on the side.
This
Okay,
loss-
so Delhi's net run rate is now plus 0.255. Punjab's has dipped back to negative yet again. Minus
so
0.0.
back to
Punjab
where
now
they
again
belong.
is looking a hard prospect
Yes. So,
If they had to finish on 14, that is assuming Delhi lose their last game and RCB lose their last game,
Yes.
then qualification is on 14.
Yeah.
Okay, because no other team
Hyderabad can
beat.
also make it to.
Yeah, but the thing is then because Hyderabad has 2 games, so they at least have a better chance of improving their run rate compared to RCB and now Punjab.
Yeah.
I think that match between Punjab and Hyderabad on 22nd of this month
Will be
the last match.
Yeah.
For that to happen, Delhi have to lose,
Yes.
RCB have to lose.
Yes.
Then to keep you interested, it will go down to the last match.
I think the last game will be a dead
Acha,
rubber.
acha,
It will be decided before.
how many of you think?
Happens very rarely though.
How many of you think, considering that Punjab will not be able to make it to the playoffs, how many of you think that Anil Kumble will be able to keep his job?
No, I don't.
No, how many of you think, na? So answer only if
I
you
don't.
think.
No.
He doesn't think.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Anyone who thinks he will be able to keep the job should answer.
Okay.
If you don't, then
Don't answer.
don't answer.
Yep.
Anybody? No.
Everybody thinks that.
Yes.
The way how he had a spray at Mayank after that dismissal suggests.
No, he was.
It could be-
Can't even go
he
back
was
to.
livid
What?
with
Could you
everybody.
lip read?
Okay, whatever. I don't want to enact it out on camera, but it
But
was
you
not.
could lip read.
I
You
could
may not
lip
say
read.
it, but you could
Yeah.
lip read.
Yep. Yep.
And so you can tell us what language was it? English, Kannada, what was it?
Kannada.
Kannada. And was it a polite sentence or not too
Very
polite?
flowery language.
Flowery language?
Very
It was flowery language in Kannada.
Kannada. Yes.
That's confirmed?
Yeah.
You could lip
Confirmed.
read. You also could lip read.
I was the one who was discussing it, right? Because
Yes.
the moment I saw, I said,
You know Kannada?
Little bit, yes, because I've stayed for 5 years in Bangalore.
4
You
years.
know Kannada?
4 years. I can understand.
And
it.
it's confirmed that he was saying something in Kannada.
Of course.
He was
Livid.
supremely pissed.
Livid.
What was that shot?
So flowery language in Kannada is confirmed by the 2 Sids,
Yes.
Siddhant and Siddharth,
Yeah.
is what Anil Kumble said when Mayank got out for a dunk.
Yes.
Okay.
He did it in the Champions League. He did it in the IPL of 2009.
Yeah, in the final to Robin.
Yes.
So if any Kannada speakers with us who can decipher what was said, since these two cannot say, they are only confirming some flowery language was used.
Yep. Yeah.
Tarun,
RCB is in danger.
RCB is in
Big time now. Big time.
They were
Why?
all-
Why?
Because
Because
their
Last
net is the
and last game is against table toppers
Gujarat.
No, but Gujarat might even rest their players. You never know because
That's
they
what
are,
No,
Hardik
they
also-
can't do that.
No, but
amounts
Hardik
to
No, but Hardik
did
said
give a
that.
hint.
No, but Hardik
That
did
amounts
say-
to
that amounts to unfair practice.
Why?
How?
Because you are, in a way, not making it competitive in the sense other teams you played your best team. Now you're resting.
But then
It's not fair.
That's their prerogative, no? They can
It's
rest.
unfair, yeah.
See, maybe they'll get
Unfair.
Ferguson back in place of Alzari. That is the one change that I look at.
That's not resting anyone. That's
No,
making
I
their
think
team
so. I think
stronger.
they'll rest Shami
Yeah.
because Shami has played every game this season so far.
Yep.
Shami, as it is, will get some rest after 4 more matches.
That's because they confirmed the top 2. That's why you're saying rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can't go any further than that, right? So
They know they
finish
are-
first or second
They
doesn't
know they are
matter.
finishing in the top
Yeah.
2.
They are
They are
confirmed.
finishing actually top. They are finishing top.
Yeah, they will
20
finish
points.
top.
Nobody can get to even 20.
Yeah.
So they are finishing top for sure. So they can very well rest. I think they might rest individuals like Mohammad Shami as I
No,
pointed
you're
out.
saying 20
Maybe
points, they
the
might finish
batting-
with 22 points.
Maybe
They could.
they might get
But they
Ramanullah
need 20
Gurbaz.
I'm saying nobody can get to 20 points.
Yeah,
is what I was
yeah,
pointing
anyway
out.
first.
Because 4-point gap between second and
Yeah,
that
yeah.
first
And
spot.
they've all played
nobody
13 games, remember?
Yeah. They are top, yes. But it's unfair, na? You guys let us know. Would it be
You
fair?
don't want RCB to win. That I
No.
realize.
I want RCB to win,
He
but
picked-
with
he
a full-
picked them.
I
He
picked them in my top.
Full strength.
I picked them. Why would I not? But I'm saying it should be fair for other teams. What about Delhi fans right now? What must they be thinking that what is this? That you're allowing
They're
RCB.
sailing in the same boat
No, as
as
simple as
RCB,
that.
although they are
No, they might
better
say
placed.
that we can. If RCB lose, is RCB playing before Delhi?
Yes.
So they might say that listen, if RCB lose, then pressure on them is less. Now
Yes.
with
Yeah.
losing
Better
also
than
they
right.
can call
No,
it.
I think they shouldn't think like that. They just know that if they win, they are through.
I know, but I'm saying,
Yeah.
but imagine to play that game knowing well that even if you lose, you're going through. That's what I'm saying. So make it fair for Delhi, because
The
even
funny thing
Sunrisers
is- but funny
run
thing
rate
is,
is very
Lucknow
bad.
play KKR.
KKR.
Okay, what if they lose that game and Rajasthan also lose their game? then Delhi can in fact even finish
Top 2.
second.
Yep.
That net run rate is so close.
Yeah.
To another, like there's so many permutation combinations right now.
Yeah.
Delhi must be hoping that Lucknow and Rajasthan can lose their game. And they can
Rajasthan play CSK.
Chennai.
That's better actually, considering the circumstances.
When was the last time anyone thought that playing CSK in the
Imagine.
last game is better?
Imagine.
But that's such as their plight.
2020
For
must
them,
be.
it is actually
2020.
a better scenario for them. You
Yeah.
know, playing CSK at the
Yeah.
moment. At the moment.
Why?
True.
And Thala will come up with some.
No, Thala will come. Thala has already
Why are you laughing?
done.
Thala's lost his
Thala came, came without.
Thala lost his Thala. Long time in this IPL.
See, we know he's a Williamson fan anyway. So
He came and became captain. They started winning, and you're saying he lost his.
Oh, really?
And you're talking
When?
about the greatest.
They won their first 2 games.
After that, so the record is almost the same like Jadeja, if you have to look at it.
Yeah.
Actually.
I have to agree.
What
changes
has
you saw?
changed?
One game, their batting fired. Okay,
Yeah.
with Gaikwad
Top order
and
that,
Devon
top
Conway.
two batsmen.
Gaikwad and Devon Conway both played really well. That's the game you won. Like the way Uthappa and Dubey
did,
He's
yes.
talking
that one
like the tweet that Jadeja liked. The tweet also said the same thing.
Oh, I did not know.
He said no that it doesn't like the performance of Conway and
What
what's
has
his
that to do
name?
with
Rituraj.
Dhoni
Must have been
coming
wrong,
back
yes,
as captain?
I did.
Yeah,
No,
was your
that
wrong,
tweet was by Charu Sharma saying that good on CSK winning, but Conway and Ruturaj scoring runs. Does it have anything to do with
MSD?
Dhoni? I don't think so. He had said. Jadeja liked that tweet.
That's an endorsement, no?
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
See, liking a tweet in general is seen as an endorsement.
You're liking it.
Yeah, and you're liking such a
It's a
tweet.
like, it's so-
such a tweet. There's no way. There's no ground
But
for
don't they
you
put
know,
on the profile
Nevil's
RT
hacking.
likes, not
No,
equals?
no,
and
it's a
all
likes,
those.
only for
It
artists.
is only for
That's
artists.
retweets.
It should be
It
for
is
only
only for
RTs and
artists.
likes from now on, not endorsements.
So yeah, as I said, otherwise
Nothing's
similar
changed.
97 they got bowled out for against who? Mumbai.
Mumbai.
Of all teams, Mumbai are below
So
them.
They made
Dhoni's-
Daniel Sams
this
look like
captaincy
Mitchell
still hasn't
Johnson.
worse than Jadeja. At least they went to over 120, 130 whenever Jadeja was the captain. Or if you
You are
allege
a
that he was the
Dhoni
captain.
hater, as all I can
No, I'm not a Dhoni hater at all. I'm not.
say. RCB out many years.
The good question is, somebody asked here that who's your man of the match in a low scoring match? A bowler like Shardul Thakur who's
Yeah.
picked 4 wickets, or Mitchell Marsh getting those 63 runs?
Yeah, tough call.
I think at the end of the day it will be Shardul Thakur
Shardul.
because he got you breakthroughs at 2 crucial intervals, by the way.
Banu
First that power play final over because they were still cruising back in that
and
time.
the wickets of Jitesh
and
Sharma.
then Jitesh Sharma in that final over and Rabada, even though he
Rabada.
got for a 6, got Rabada out also.
Kushal Khurana, I saw it.
That's a very, very
But I'm
funny
not taking
comment.
No comments.
I saw it, but I did not take it.
Anyone who's wondering what we're laughing,
Brilliant. Kushal.
That first
Comment of the
Kushal.
day.
the first
Kushal, yes.
the
Comment
first
on it.
3 words I had a bad experience with when I went to Punjab for the first time.
Ah.
I thought
He said chitta.
I mean, I had gone to Dharamshala. First time I'd ever
but that is in
set foot
Himachal, not Punjab.
No, but
I had gotten on Pathankot. No?
Oh, okay.
So already the Hindi, knowing Hindi was a big miracle for me. I had to understand Punjabi there. So I've got a cab. Suddenly this guy is okay, sir. Bed jaiye. I said okay. I saw something powdery. What is this powder? I mean, I said, kya hai? What is this powder? Aapke isme? I thought chitta. I said, what is this chitta? I didn't know what is
He
chitta.
thought cheta. Cheta must be. In
Why
Tamil,
was-
he's talking to me in
But
Tamil.
but Cheta is not Tamil.
Cheta is.
Cheta is
Malayali.
Malayali. Why heavy? And then Chitta, what the hell is this? यार मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. Okay, can I show that action? Like he said this.
No.
Huh? Okay, I'm getting out of the cab. So language problem plus that problem.
How did you find a cab with?
I really don't know. Already the train was late by 4 hours. And I was supposed to reach Dharamshala by 7 in the evening. I reached at 12 in the night. Mehman Nawazi, very scary Mehman Nawazi, bro.
You should have told them I'm on liquid diet. I don't get into things like that.
मेरी भूख प्यास सब मर गई after that, man.
Liquid is better.
Yes. Okay, Sankalp was giving me a history lesson. Okay. DC knocked MI out of playoffs in 2018, where MI was a similar situation like DC is today. Now MI will take revenge and knock DC and RCB will qualify.
RCB will somehow conspire to lose that
Lose
game.
that against GT.
And one of the other teams will go up.
Yes.
Because that's
I can
just
give you a
RCB.
history of 2012, Sankalp, for that.
So we have a commenter named Butter Chicken of all things saying Udta Punjab. Very good.
Oops.
Butter Chicken.
Interesting.
Amit
Season
Khajuria
after
says,
season.
I am from Punjab and I never supported Punjab, never attached with the vibe of the team. That's actually a feedback that the Punjab team should take. Why is it people from Punjab not supporting it? Maybe the reason for that is exactly this. That best team on paper and always and in fact, see, now it's not even a joke. If you remember our pre-IPL videos that me and Rahul did, this is exactly what we said when we were making the Punjab team. We made the team a possible 11, likely 11, and the conclusion was best looking team on paper. But like every year, they will find a way not to qualify.
Yeah.
They'll
Somehow.
try their best.
You remember it has happened from 2017 onwards till now. Last 2 games, they'll be in that qualifying fray. Okay, we can qualify. Spectacularly, they'll implode. And that's what happened today as well.
No, that has something to do with that. This is what they keep firing coaches, and we all agree that Anil Kumble may not last, which is quite possible looking at the history. But maybe there is some other problem that needs to be looked at. Why this is happening? Coaches have come, coaches have gone, yet this problem persists.
True.
Maybe with the management or how you are creating a culture within the team, which is very important.
See, to be fair, the management has for years been trigger happy. No franchise in history, for my money, have been as trigger happy as Punjab. Mega auction, they'll retain no one. Go with the big purse, buy everyone. Next season's auction, again, half that team is back in the auction pool.
Yes.
There is no longevity.
They'll demolish the house, rebuild it
how
again,
many
again
ca-
demolish
and then
the whole
demolish
house.
it.
and
How many captains they've had in the last 14-15 years?
They've churned through captains.
13.
Yeah.
13.
13
captains.
captains.
Wow.
That's a quiz question.
No, yeah.
Punjab Kings, the number of captains they have had, 13
I thought
since the start of the IPL.
amazing.
That means basically you're averaging nearly a captain a season.
Captain a season.
Not working.
So even the owners, management, they need to take the blame. Because
Yes,
clearly,
yes.
what could be the reason? You always, season after season, get a good team that any cricket analyst will look at and say it's a good team, should do well in the T20 format. Okay, earlier you were blaming coaches, but you've gone through various coaches. Why is it that no one is being successful there? You've gone through various captains, you can't even blame captains. The problem clearly is with the think tank, the ones who are sitting on that table, or whatever culture you are creating.
And in 2 years, it'll be like a decade. 2014 is when they reach the final.
Yeah.
After
Yes.
that, they have not qualified for the playoffs at all.
Yeah.
So,
And first season there is
could
semis.
happen.
Yeah,
and
first
maybe
season.
too much of interference from the owners. I don't know for sure, but I know a bit of it. And also, see, Virender Sehwag was taking all the cricketing decisions at that point in time.
Yeah.
But what we got to know that he was fired by Preeti Zinta, the co-owner of that team. I don't know who all were also involved in that decision to fire Virender Sehwag. But that is what happens when owners think that we can also take these cricketing decisions, and you undermine the value and decision making of the cricketers who you only involve and rope in for things like these. And eventually what happens is Virender Sehwag gone, Anil Kumble next season he would be gone. And who all have they had in the past?
They had Hessen also at one point.
Yes,
They've
Mike
churned
Hessen.
through
Last
coaches
time they had
like crazy.
Andy Flower also with
Yes.
them,
They
and
didn't
he's
churn
also
through
gone.
some players. bro.
Wasim Jafar was there
Wasim
with
Jafar.
them. He's gone.
You know,
That-
Wasim Jafar, I can still understand. You know, he's a low-profile man.
but you let go of everyone is what I'm saying.
Yes.
You don't. And the worst thing now, and because a lot of people, Rahul Rana is also asking, and I know he's a Punjab fan. He says, why do they do it every time? When will we see them? Then we got someone like Amit who's saying he's from Punjab but doesn't support the team. So there are two problems there. And this is where I think you need to blame them. One is cricketing wise, but then I take the example of RCB, which have also not had great success in terms of IPL. Yet the fan following is there. At least people are loyal. So at least, okay, fine. You could then blame it to, bad form or whatever reason, bad cricketing decision you couldn't. But at least the team has been able to build that fan base, which is where the management comes into or whatever. In this case, you're not being able to build a fan base. You're not being able to do well in terms of performances. In Delhi, they say fan base is an issue. Again, But at least cricketing performances last few seasons, you can say that they've been making the
No, I
playoffs.
think the fan base also increased.
Who's?
Yeah.
Delhi's.
Yeah.
Because
Delhi
see,
has a
what
good
is the one constant thing apart from not qualifying for the playoffs? Which one face can you pin down to?
Exactly.
Was constant with the Punjab team?
Exactly.
No one.
That is the reason. See,
In fact, I can only think of Chris Gale to an extent, who's also a foreigner.
But
Who's
only
also from
Two
RCB.
seasons. But
Yes.
he's more related
That's
to
what I'm saying.
Yeah. See, because
one guy.
main reason why did they retain the likes of Rohit, Virat, there was also brand value aspect to the
Correct.
franchises also.
Correct.
Chennai to Dhoni, you can't expect Dhoni that, oh, he'll go to KKR. No, that entire brand value of that franchise will
No,
be destroyed.
even they had faces. Just
Yes.
that they couldn't retain them.
No, their face was David Miller.
No, I'm saying at one time they had Yuvraj Singh.
Yuvraj,
I'm saying.
yes.
But
That was like the first
2008.
And
2-3
I
seasons.
don't
I-
remember if Yuvraj Singh also left the franchisee.
Yeah.
Kings 11.
Yes.
On very
I,
bad
I
notes.
told you I did an interview with him where I asked him this question. You've been into so many franchises. So I asked him which is the one franchise you had a good time. Similarly, I asked him which is the one franchise you wanted to leave, and he said Punjab.
Yes.
That's
He
his home
said I
team
just
marquee
wanted to
player.
leave, and I asked him why. He gave a reason also. He said I'll tell you why. He says because whatever, let's say he was captain. He says whatever was planned, like discussed, that this is what we'll do in terms of auction or this is what we'll do in terms of strategy. When you went to the auction or when you went to playing, exactly the opposite
Opposite happens.
happened.
Yes.
So what does that reflect? This reflects on the management. So
And you
give
know-
you insights.
Even KL Rahul last season, to me he seemed a little chained. As in,
R. Ashwin
yes,
left.
He was
he was
desperate to get
appointed.
a-
He was appointed by
Captain.
Virender Sehwag.
Captain.
When
Captain,
Virender
yeah.
Sehwag came in, he got Ashwin to lead that team. But then
He was ready to leave. He went to the
Yes.
mid-season transfer.
He was so
not in
desperate
auction.
to leave that he left captaincy. How many
Yes.
players we think of how
He
will
left
leave
captaincy mid-season transfer. He took.
Yep.
Not even like wait for the auction or whatever. Mid-season he was. Glenn Maxwell, yeah.
Another player
but
who was very undermined at Punjab after that
2020
he was ridiculed.
Yeah.
Ridiculed in this, although it came from Virender Sehwag.
Yeah.
But then still, he never performed for.
Big issue.
Yes.
But even for RCB, he's not been performing. At least this season, he hasn't.
Someone said
Eric Ten Hag to Punjab Kings. Sankalp Sahu.
Good one.
Yeah, good one.
Amrik Singh, good question. Predictions on next coach for Punjab.
No, I'm just wondering what will if Anil Kumble is offloaded, what is he going to do? Because NCA is also occupied now.
He has his own private business.
Yeah.
Tenwick.
Yes.
Big business.
Yeah, that I know.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the pitch to the next coach though? It's like, yeah, we have a very unstable ship. We might fire you within half a season.
No, but
Good luck.
there'll be enough contenders. Everyone
course
wants
there
to be
will
a
Maybe they
IPL
can hire us low profile people.
coach. They'll say you don't know what is front foot, back foot. Where will they hire you as?
No,
but in-
see, we will.
We'll have to send them videos of our match.
Yes,
No, but then in the immortal words of Ravi Shastri, level 1, level 2.
Ravi Shastri is a contender.
doesn't matter.
There you go.
Where all will he go?
He won't go to Punjab.
By the way,
He'll be like,
I'm
happy at my
he'll gel well with the vibe of Punjab.
I was just saying,
Yes.
he'll say, no,
Come
I'm
on.
happy at my home only with that man. Don't have to
Come
go
on.
Punjab for that.
Ravi Shastri to Punjab.
Yes.
Let's start a petition.
And maybe he is that face that can
Yeah.
build the
Yeah.
fan base.
Yeah.
At least.
Never know.
Yeah, Ravi Shastri.
Imagine the coach ensuring you have a very loyal fan base. Wow.
Yes.
That's
He could be that guy. See, sometimes it's also, fitting the right pegs in the right hole. And so in this case, he'd be the perfect one. You get the
Brilliant wordplay. Well done.
Is it? That it is. So, vibe, he'll catch on to the vibe.
Kumar Vishwas, no, Yuvraj Singh is
Brendan
not
McCullum
coming
नहीं
back.
आएगा भाई. Brendan McCullum.
he's gone to
Punjab
England.
is going to-
Ah, good for
Also,
him.
No, funny thing is,
As it is, he was being.
they made him a test coach.
yeah.
Suddenly from T20, they're like, test coach हमारा है.
They'll change the mindset there also.
No, but by the way, speaking of McCullum, I saw some very critical quotes on him from, of all people, Salman Butt, who, by the way, raised pretty much the same points as us. He
As
said,
us,
Huh.
he must be a regular watcher.
Because he said that when he was coach of Lahore Qalandars, McCullum, he's saying every match he would tell people go out and play positive intent. He's saying on slow pitches, where does this work?
And
No,
by the
it's a
way,
fact.
It is a fact.
Which is the criticism that we've
Leveled against him
funny thing
constantly.
is, Lahore Qalandars when McCallum was there were having a
Oh,
torrid
horrible.
time.
They finished
They
last.
lost one season where
First
finished
8
last,
games.
did not even win a single game against
Yeah.
them in the first 10 or something. Then won at the end.
Yeah.
and yet KKR thought he is the best man.
Because they won Trinbago the CPL, no? That's
PKR.
why.
That too undefeated.
Abhi Adhikari is saying that my question is what Kumble has done as coach. He has got a fair run as a coach. Can't blame the owner always. Okay.
That's why I think we're saying we don't
I
see him
thought
survive.
He's saying that why are you blaming
that
Anil
is
Kumble?
precisely why he said he got his
Because
turn.
it's been a tradition sort of a thing for with Punjab. Anybody and everybody who comes
Yes.
in as in the support staff or as head coach, mentor, it's
Have
the
all
same
of them
old
been
story.
bad?
Exactly.
No, na.
To be fair,
What's
they-
my point
The
is
only constant feature.
yes, Punjab.
The owners.
We've heard from the Punjab fans, a lot of them joining us. They said that they are not supporting the team. Many are asking what are they doing? How will they? So what has been the one constant? Not Anil Kumble from the first season, na? What has been the one constant? And wasn't Anil part of the Mumbai Indians
Yes.
when they
Yes.
did?
I told you a story,
when
na?
they- So yeah. No, when they did well. So then that he cannot
That
be.
time also they did
That backroom
well.
staff was as legendary as the players.
They
can be.
won
There was
the I think Champions League.
Champions League
Yeah.
2013.
with
They
Harbhajan
did
as
double.
captain.
It's a
That was 2011.
Champions League.
Malinga.
Malinga
of the tournament.
player of the tournament.
And Harbhajan captain.
Yes,
Harbhajan was the captain.
Yes.
What a combo.
Mumbai Road. Why not John Wright? Because John Wright is associated with Mumbai Indians. And
Yeah,
he's
why would he
very
want to
happy.
leave that gig?
Why
would he want
and
to
he's
leave
very
that?
happy and
Exactly.
and he's one of their scouts.
Yeah.
And he's
He's
doing a
doing
very
a
good
Biggest-
job.
And also,
No, but he's saying-
Jitesh Sharma also was scouted by Mumbai first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But didn't play
Great
him.
job. Yeah, they did not play.
But my point is what Vikrant Jadhav is saying is why not poach him, approach him, poach him. At least proven.
But
good.
it is always a very risky proposition to leave an organization. When I say a big organization where it's a retirement posting for me, and go to an organization like Punjab Kings where you don't know whether how long will you be able to continue with
Job
them.
security is non-existent.
Exactly.
Not just that, with Mumbai, that loyalty factor does come in because they believe in you like a family. They keep you like a family. They don't let go of people easily.
Hardik,
Simon Cattage was with the.
He was with the Sunrise.
Sunrisers has
He had
a
disagreement.
Yeah.
So Bahar Ali joins us from Pakistan. Says I've been observing some disagreement in Punjab management from the auction table onwards.
Interesting. I don't remember this. But
Actually, they have multiple owners. So there's Preeti Zinta, there's Nes Wadia, there is the Dabur family.
Mohit
And all
Burman.
of them,
Mohit Burman.
Yeah. So there are, I think it's Amrik Singh is saying KF Harbhajan Singh to coach Punjab.
Can Harbhajan be a coach because he's now a member of parliament? He can.
Yeah, he can be. Why not?
Can.
No,
So is
Gautam Gambhir is
Gambhir.
MP.
Yeah, MP of
He's
East
a
Delhi,
mentor.
yes.
But he
He's
is
a
not the
mentor.
coach.
He's a mentor.
Mentor.
So Harbhajan
Among
become
other
coach. KF will, Harbhajan will become
He's
mentor.
been, as it is, he's been earning. So, see, the only problem that I see a member of parliament becoming a coach of any of the IPL franchises is, like, for example, what we are observing now, Gautam Gambhir. For full 2-3 months,
He'll be here.
you are in a bubble. You're not, I don't know, I'm sure he must be doing a lot of other things also, taking those calls, related to his constituency here. But then, for 3 months, you would remember Mohammad Azharuddin. He was elected as member of parliament from Moradabad.
Yes.
But then he never came back. In fact, a lot of people said that he never came to Moradabad
Yes.
after he got exactly. And then he also never came back.
After that, the party also never came back in those areas.
Yeah, that's also true. But you as an individual could, if you had done well, there are cases of people winning tickets. But in his case, he was absent. So
There's a
Harbhajan
super
Singh, actually not a bad idea. Liam opens in BBL and T20 Blast. He finished games for England. Liam is a solid middle order batter in IPL. Liam bowls off and leg spin. Liam is a great fielder. Liam hit a 120-meter six. Is he the best T20I player? Good call actually.
good shout. Very good
Yeah.
shout.
It's an appreciation.
No, but it's an interesting post by CA Rajiv.
Yeah.
No, he's in all. 3D, yes.
He's a match winner on his day.
Yep.
But the best T20I player, I don't agree.
Yeah.
I have.
But at the moment,
But to be fair, he's
Who would be
surprised
the-
a lot of people with his performance this year.
Yeah.
I thought this guy did
In
nothing.
IPL.
Yeah. I thought this guy's done nothing with Rajasthan. They paid 11 crores for him, and he's.
yeah.
But they didn't
also because-
utilize him. They didn't utilize him.
No, in the
enough.
past 1 year, you look at Livingston's performances against Pakistan in the home summer. He's done well in the T20.
I'm
He's
saying
PSL, he was a
continuing
big flop. In PSL,
that.
he was
In
a big
PSL,
flop.
he was a
No,
flop.
but he has reinvented himself as a batsman also.
Batsman also,
Let's
yeah.
just say there was a time he was only opening for Lancashire. There he started bowling. He was picking 3 wicket hauls, 4 wicket
Yeah.
hauls. Then he went to the BBL. He was opening there also. I agree. He's been a great player in the last couple of years. You
Couple
would
of
say,
years, yeah.
in terms of T20 cricket, scored that brilliant 100 where his team still lost single-handedly, almost took them to the victory. But I still think not the best player.
Best T20 player, I think they've all agreed
I think you
internationally,
will
Josh
have.
Butler.
You can easily have a debate on that.
It's a good debate, and it's not a
Exact-
bad shout.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
all I'm saying is if you
He's
were to pick the best player, who would be the contenders? Like a Josh Butler?
Yeah.
I will also pitch in another name, Mohammad Rizwan.
Rizwan.
Yeah.
Rizwan
Mohammad-
single-handedly was winning games for his
You know,
side.
In 2021, he averaged
see,
106.
Basis of what we're seeing on the IPL. Okay, let's narrow down
You
this.
see,
Butler.
if you ask me, I think there are a lot of names, to be very honest. Josh Butler, you said one. I would say
Bumrah.
even Jasprit Bumrah, Rashid Khan,
Yeah.
for that matter.
Surya.
These
No, but
players.
at the moment, Rashid a bit down.
See,
Bumrah also not an outstanding
he's-
season.
Surya, but still,
Surya didn't have an outstanding season.
still, if you get Bumrah, you will say, I want somebody
had a
like
great
him.
Had a great
I
season.
agree.
Because
Surya had a great
This is his best
Yeah, but I'm
season.
saying again injured. No, I'm saying so all of that put
Hey,
together.
Surya didn't have a great
like
season.
in
by
terms
the
of
way.
this
It's
entire
his best IPL season
IPL.
ever.
This one.
Yeah. 43.
Average
In terms
strike
of
rate.
average.
strike rate,
How many did he score?
3
Total
over.
runs.
How many
350.
matches did he play?
He played about.
I think he had.
first 3 games he did not play.
Yeah.
See, at times,
That's what I'm saying.
at times, a lot of people might disagree with me, but a lot of times I also say that runs. If not every time, but majority of the times, your runs should come in a winning cause.
Winning
But that's not Surya Kumar Yadav's fault.
Fault.
yeah, it's
No,
not.
I understand.
One guy playing, nobody else was.
I'm
giving
saying
him
in
support.
terms of impact this IPL,
KL Rahul.
you
also.
will think of Josh Butler.
Yes.
You will maybe think of a UZ
UZ
Chair.
Chahal,
UZ
Kuldeep
Chahal.
Yadav
Yes,
also.
yes.
Yeah, but
Maybe
Liam
even KL
Livingston
Rahul.
is right up there.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Everything that he's doing.
If you look at this season, yes, he is.
He is there.
And that is the reason when I
MVP.
Yes.
Let's say MVP this season. Who are you?
why I think that is
I think
why
Butler
is
is
Suresh
highest.
Raina rated so highly in T20s and IPL?
Yeah.
Because majority of the times when he's got runs, he's won matches
yeah.
for
Won matches,
Chennai
yeah.
Super Kings.
Correct.
And also good fielder, a very good fielder, and
Useful bowler.
Very
bowler.
useful
Yeah.
off spinner. Yes.
maybe a 3D. And when he was at his peak,
And the point that Rajiv made was not just the IPL. He's saying he's been doing very well. By the way,
And in
everywhere.
positions.
Like he can open,
And
doing
yes.
well.
No, but
Finishing, doing well.
I have
Up
to
spin,
say
leg
this.
spin, fielding, everything.
But BBL he has, been a decent bat, not somebody who's put the tournament on fire or something.
They have a different role.
No, they're also different role. I agree. Batting, bowling, whatever, but never.
Shiva, go to the
set the
comments.
tournament on fire.
Yeah, I mean, there were very few Englishmen. Like, for example, in the BBL, if you look at, there was Luke Wright, Alex Hales. These were the guys who set the BBL on fire from England. But apart from that, it's been very limited.
Mitchell Marsh, you people are not talking about Mitchell Marsh, although but lately,
Lately, I agree.
and whenever it has mattered, he's done well.
Warner?
Yeah, David Warner actually.
No, by the way, Paris Saint-Germain. Sid, are you crazy picking Kuldeep in T20?
Dinesh Karthik, Atul Singh has the final word. Dinesh Karthik is the best T20
He
player.
actually won them quite a few games.
5 matches जीता
No,
है
but
single-handed.
Livingston, you're talking about across different franchises.
No, I get
and
it.
across
I get
roles.
it.
Yeah.
So, by the way, Abhi Adhikari has Ganguly also. He's saying when his president term is over,
I think
Ganguly can go for
September,
Punjab
September.
coach.
Yeah, September,
Actually,
October,
yeah, why not?
Somebody had suggested Greg Chappell also.
Yes,
For
very
Punjab.
good
And
option.
then Ganguly as mentor. That would be some combination.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get Irfan also there then.
Why not?
And a few other names, but yeah, Ganguly.
Yes, why not?
In case he is not going for the ICC
What about
chair.
Dre Russ?
Actually, see, Parth says,
As-
Shane, bolo Russell na kya kar rahe ho?
Oh.
हाँ?
yeah.
बोल दिया,
No,
Andre
but I
Russell.
have to say, if you have to look at somebody who's done well in the IPL, in other leagues or international cricket, let's just say international.
Shiva,
cricket,
ऊपर जाना.
I think Josh Butler and Jasprit Bumrah will
Yeah.
take the top 2 picks.
But in terms of impact, actually, nobody mentioned Andre Russ.
Dre Russ,
Absolutely.
yes. Yeah, yeah.
Andre Russell. Impact. He's an impactful player.
I think these are what 4 seasons where he scored 200 plus runs and taken 10
And 10,
wickets.
4 instances it's happened.
Just go up a bit, Shivam, थोड़ा सा.
Sherry Paji. Navjot Singh.
अब बस हाँ रुक जाओ. अरे ये विक्रांत यादव everyday question.
Him and his quizzes, man.
So Rajni Jha has got some names: Maxwell, Butler, Roy. Look at Maxwell's record in international. Yeah, international is very good.
Yeah.
But you know, this season, if you just look at this IPL season,
He's underwhelmed.
yeah,
And he's had
Liam
2
Livingstone
good
is
IPL
there.
seasons.
That's
One
it.
with Punjab and
14.
one to 2021. That's it.
14 and
6
21.
years, no, 7 years gap.
7
We
years.
discussed this, no?
And if we're talking about match
We'll
winning,
do that.
and if we're talking match winning causes, then Maxwell in 2014, as I always keep pointing out, they had 4 matches against KKR. They had a plan for him every time he didn't score runs.
And
Yeah.
Shane, don't forget, in fact, that also the entire 2014 was the entire season played in UAE.
Half of the season was played
And
in
only
UAE.
half of that season he played well, by the way.
yeah, the second
Not
half.
yes,
Yeah.
second
Yeah.
half, not here in India.
Yes, point well taken about Maxwell.
No, even Miller for that matter. 2014. After that, 2022. That's it.
Yep.
Super chat by Saurav Mukherjee. He thinks that MSD will make a good politicians. I think what he's saying is he's basing it on whatever has happened, transpired in the Chennai Super
Chennai
King
camp,
camp.
yeah.
This, but we don't know what the reality is. Right, so how do we know? By the way, if I was to take your question literally, because someone also asked me today about, will he join politics after retirement? While I was having dinner, somebody asked me, and I said that I don't see him ever joining politics. Somebody is saying next Jharkhand chief minister.
No.
Nah.
He will not, because I don't think he's cut out for public life.
Yeah.
You see him now. What is his main? The single run away to his farm.
A politician, if he's even retiring, would probably go out in a way like celebrate.
Exactly.
The way
Your
Dhoni did
PR
it-
has to be very
Yeah,
good.
the way
His-
Dhoni did it, he just wants to keep on
Yeah.
his own. Does not want to,
Yeah.
include a lot of people in it. And,
Yes.
For Dhoni's
he's
secrecy,
secluded sort of a guy. That's
he can
Dhoni
actually
created
become a,
an image for himself, and good on his part that he's maintained it. A lot of people actually create an image, but then
Don't live up to
See,
it.
more than a politician, I would say Dhoni's best role could be a raw intelligence officer.
He didn't give any
He's
secrets
too
whatsoever.
old to now
Yeah.
join. For that, you have to go through training and many years.
but
He's in the army. Anyways.
but it's an
That's
interesting.
an honorary post.
But
Let's
it's
be
an-
honest. I, in fact, thought that wasn't a great idea. I mean, in the sense, he's.
Is Kapil Dev's post also honorary?
Army, he's
Yeah,
got
yeah.
an honorary position.
Territorial.
But you can't be, can't be using the cap and wearing the thing as if.
Which happened in 2019.
It's like I gave an example, and there was this argument that he was wearing the beret, the para beret.
The gloves, right, in the World Cup.
No,
which-
that's another thing. He put the
Insignia.
coat of arms or whatever,
Yes,
the
yes, yes.
insignia there. And I'm saying he used to wear the beret, the official cap. And my point was that the guy who does that spends years of training to earn that.
Yes.
It's like how cricketers take offense to if I was to wear the test cap.
Yes.
Right? Mr. Gavaskar will tear you apart saying that
Ah,
work hard.
I have, in fact, the other day I was looking for a cap in my kit bag.
Yeah.
I think I asked somebody from our team only, just pass me that cap. So he got me that cap. So it's
The
an
India
actually
cap, yeah.
India cap. I can't wear it.
Exactly. And I'm saying a replica is another matter. That also people may have. But if you are so touchy, if everyone is touchy about earning the cap, which is a cricket cap, then it's similar thing holds true for MS Dhoni also. He cannot wear the official. He is given an honorary position because of his stature as a cricketer. He's been given that. But that, by the way, even Sachin has that honorary position in
honorary
Air Force.
position, yes.
But you don't see him, always wearing that. You can't. wear it. I mean, that's
I think these are the only three, right, who got honorary positions in the army.
Kapil Dev,
MS Dhoni, Sachin Tendulkar.
yeah, Anurag Thakur, Sports Minister.
Oh.
Abhinav Bindra.
Abhinav Bindra also, yeah, I think honorary position.
Honorary
But that honorary position is just a mark of respect. That doesn't
What
mean that
paratrooper?
you can.
What is that?
Paras is
Dhoni.
Dhoni.
Yeah. Kapil Dev is territorial,
Territorial
army.
army.
Yes.
Abhinav is also, I think, territorial army.
Yeah.
I think all three of them, Kapil Dev, Anurag Thakur, and
Yes.
Abhinav Bindra,
Are
all three
territorial
of them.
Territorial.
And territorial army, actually, the way the laws are, you and I also can be.
Yes.
But you have to pass through a
Pass
test,
through
and then
tests,
that's
yeah.
like a allowed. You can be a professional and give few years to serve that. So that's still there. But para and all, you
Yeah.
can't. I mean, you have to be that. It's
But
like
it's an interesting, now that you've mentioned that that's a suggestion. I'm sure, let's not take it too seriously, that Dhoni can be a very good raw agent. But it used, I'll tell you,
I thought he's gonna say something else, not that raw agent.
no, but
no,
but,
that was his suggestion.
Yeah, I know.
but actually this has
Someone
happened,
suggested.
not with the Indian cricket,
Yeah.
but if you see a lot of
People in high position have been
in
used.
Olympics,
Yeah.
a lot of people are appointed as coach, and it has been it came to light, I think, years ago,
Yeah.
that somebody was
During the
appointed as a
Cold War
foreign
era.
as a coach, and then he was sent to Russia or America.
That's what during the Cold War era, this used to happen.
Yeah, the spying used to happen
Yeah.
a lot. Yes.
In fact, most of Israel's athletes, they're all on members of the Mossad also. They have to give in some years of
you have to
service.
do
Not-
your
not
service in
Mossad.
the not necessarily Mossad, the army.
All
Army
of them have
also-
to serve the army.
Army for 2 years.
Yes. But
Similarly, South Korea also you have to
Yeah.
serve a few
Yeah.
years. There are several countries like that in the world.
US,
where-
yeah, had
where
it
you
as
have to
one point.
Mandatory at least.
But
serve
US is not
2 or 3
mandatory, no?
years.
not now, earlier.
Earlier,
But
yeah.
remember,
Before Vietnam.
Muhammad Ali refused.
Yeah.
that was
That
the
was
draft.
The
Yeah.
draft.
But-
Before Vietnam.
But Mossad is a different ball
Yeah,
game
yeah.
altogether.
Oh, so they
KGB also.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
But Mossad,
different game altogether.
they are considered to be the
The
best.
Best in the
Best in
business.
the business.
Yep.
Correct.
Oh, your fellow Manchester United fan.
Manchester Rising. What don't you guys think Pant more often wastes his incredible match-winning abilities due to his reckless attitude and lack of match sense? Frustrating. Today, I think
Yeah.
was that.
Yeah.
There was no need to play that shot. And
You
he
just
was-
hit a six.
No, and this Livingston was, as we say, chabi lagain. He was doing that purposely.
Yeah, then
to
he
Pant.
pulled out of a delivery and
Smiling,
everything, smiling at
yeah, all-
him. Yeah.
And Pant fell for it, yeah. Simple, trap he set for him. He fell for it. Come on, yeah, international
And
cricket.
Livingston also did the same thing, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kuldeep.
Yeah. No, so he also needs to be blamed for that. But that is, I agree. And Pant, by the way, we spoke about it before, also needs to come good. He's not got a 50 this IPL.
Yeah. 44, I think, is his highest. Right?
Yeah, he needs. His strike rate has always been good, as has been this season. But with that strike rate, you can't say, okay, I agree that I am not going to expect very consistent performances from a batsman who's going to be batting lower and at that strike rate, sure. But 1 or 2 big knocks have to come, per season. That's not happened.
Yeah. It's not happened this season at all.
Miraj rules. If you guys are the franchise owners, which is the one T20 player which will be on top of your list? Mine would be Rashid Khan. Question to everyone. Let's start. Shane, KKR, you're
Dreras,
sitting.
Of course.
Dreras, first player that you'll pick.
Yes.
I think I'll pick David Warner.
David Warner, good shout again
I think
by
he's-
Siddharth.
except that one season he's been the most consistent player ever since he's been part of the IPL.
Yeah.
If I'm a team owner, I'm just going in order. Jasprit Bumrah, my first pick.
I'll have a 100% fit Andre Russell in my team.
100 Russell.
100%
100%
fit.
fit.
100% fit.
That he can bowl.
To be fair, 80% fit is doing
No, but I would want 100% fit.
I don't think that exists anymore.
No, but I'll not allow him to play any other cricket besides
I'll
the.
pay you more, you stay fit.
Okay, so 2 votes for Andre Russell, 1 for
David Warner.
1 for Jasprit
Bumrah.
Bumrah.
Virat Kohli.
In this form?
Not Kane Williamson?
Williamson, see, he's a
Oh,
great
yeah, good.
ODI and Test
I'll ask
player.
you.
But Virat Kohli is a brilliant all-format player.
No, but this is
No, this is for IPL team, IPL
still.
owner.
This T20 and IPL.
He is saying today.
Yeah.
Today he is giving you.
If you guys are
1,000
friends, which is the one T20 player will be on top
he
of
is
your
giving
list?
you 8,000 CR, 8,000 crores today.
Okay.
And he is saying you can own a franchisee.
Yes.
Give him one player. Today you have
Now
to
you go to the auction table with the auction full purse. Your first pick,
Virat Kohli.
Virat Kohli. Okay, fair point. Yes. Joss Butler.
very good
shout.
choice. Bhai,
Shivam
if
has
it
also
has to
picked-
be today, you have to have the best
player.
best batsman in the world.
Good call there.
Yes.
Yep.
Good question, Mehraj. So I hope you got the answer for that. Come out of that, Shivam. We can
Kidding.
look at a few more. Adam Gilchrist is coach. He's already captain
I
Punjab.
think
Yeah.
Shivam.
If Shreyas Iyer and Ishan are in the World Cup squad, be prepared to see Ishan being floored by Shaheen Shah Yorker and Iyer dancing on Harris Raw for Nokia bouncer, which is again
But
valid
neither of them are
points.
starting. Neither of them
Mr.
are
Shekhar
starters.
makes valid points from the US away.
Yeah.
Neither of them are starting.
I think
even if they're in the squad.
starting.
Ishan definitely has gone down in the pecking order A.
Yes.
And Shreyas Iyer, he'll have to do a lot from here on to actually make it.
Even if he'd had the best season ever, your 3 and 4 are Kohli and Surya.
No, I'm saying even to make it to that 15-member squad, Shreyas Iyer has a lot of competition. You
Yeah.
have you will have Deepak Hooda.
Yeah.
You'll have Shreyas Iyer himself. Then there were a couple of other names that we
Dinesh
discussed.
Karthik.
DK.
DK. Yeah.
DK.
Dinesh Karthik is in the running.
See, and DK gives you a finish.
And if Iyer is in the running, Samson is in the running.
Sorry.
Sanju Samson will also be in the running.
No,
if Iyer
because
is in
they're
the
looking
running.
at it as just as a pure batsman. Sanju Samson very
may
tough.
have fallen down. in
Because
that pecking
again, a
order.
wicket keeping option got enough.
Yeah, you have
I know Pant and
DK.
DK are your top
And
two
worst case
right now.
KL.
KL is also an option.
So and you see, Shreyas Iyer gives you just one option, gives you just one aspect that is batting, and then you have DK who can keep wickets. He's a very good finisher. Then we are talking about Deepak Hooda. He can give you a couple of overs also. So Shreyas Iyer will have to fight for his place.
Yeah. Naveen Veluswamy is saying, why so much hatred towards MSD today? Well, there's no hatred. We have, other than Sid V, all of us have always been singing praises of MS Dhoni. Today we only spoke about, there was a question asked that will he become a politician later? And we said, knowing him, and I have known him a little bit in earlier years, when he was far more accessible than he is now, I don't think he has it in him to live a public life. Being a politician, you have to be always out there amongst people. He is more of a private person. So I don't think, plus I don't think he also has the inclination or any desire to be a politician. I don't think. In his case, by the way, you will also never see him in the commentary box or doing anything like that. In his case, you will
The moment he gets away from cricket, he'll go home.
yeah, no, he'll make a good businessman, by the way, and I
he
know
already
this,
is.
which he is.
Riti Sports.
No, I'm saying
Not Riti. Abhi to, Riti is.
he is part owner there, not
Part
completely. Yeah, no, but he has got his own setup
Yes,
also.
he's coming.
I'm saying that I know of a few people who worked with him in the business sense, and he takes a very active role in that. He takes a lot of decisions himself. You may think that no, he does take. I'll tell you the story without naming the players, and this is while he was playing. You know, he loves his PlayStation. So this is a story which one of the players had told me that while he was playing PlayStation, and his manager, like imagine he's playing there and few other players playing, and his manager came, and his manager had gone for a meeting, some business dealing that was to be done with MS and this and that, and he said, so that guy came, and MS is playing PlayStation so the guy came and he asked him, and he started telling what happened in the meeting. He said, oh, this is not working out, they need this sort of a thing or that or whatever, and they kept saying something like that. And MS, while playing, he said, no problem, if this hasn't worked out, approach this XYZ company because their turnover this season was this much and they may be keen to do this particular. He's saying all this while playing the PlayStation game. He is so clued on to the world of business that so he'll make for a great businessman. He's shrewd, smart, sensible, knows all of that. Yes, Shivam.
He's doing farming, fishing.
Yeah. Though he make organic farming, not just farming. He's doing organic
For
farming.
all
He's
you know,
doing
he
a lot
can
of-
start a bike business also.
Yeah.
He's doing a lot
He
of.
knows a lot about bikes.
Bikes, yes.
He spent that you saw on social media one full
day.
day to dismantle his old Royal Enfield 350cc bike that he had, dismantled it, and then one day spent
assemble it.
putting it back together. So he knows it inside out.
Yep.
That he is. He used an bike analogy recently. You know about when to use when.
Harbhajan Singh. For Harbhajan Singh.
For Harbhajan, where he said you have to know when to use. I have many bikes, but I don't ride them all the time.
Because
for different situations.
Harbhajan wasn't being used, although we got a fair bit of I think just a couple of games, and he did reasonably well. So somebody asked him, why are you not playing Harbhajan Singh? That is when
Then he said, see, I have many bikes in my garage. I don't ride them all the day. So different bikes are for different purpose. Now, one is speed, which one will ride. One is for going into mountains. One is used when he's wanting to go trail, off road. So see, he said that. But it was in a press conference.
Yeah.
Just remembering that. So no hatred, boss. We are part of MS Dhoni fan club.
And I just don't understand, at times people do say you hate this player, you hate, but why would anybody amongst us, or anybody for that matter, would hate a certain player? There has to be some reasons, reason as in like they've not done anything wrong to us, or we've not done anything wrong to them.
Exactly.
So there has to be some reason to hate somebody. Anyways.
Why were you guys laughing? Did you spot a comment or something?
So since we're sharing a mic, my hand got tied by the way, so he took it off mine. And after
So I'm now just bored holding it like a flower.
So he's trying to
It's
slip
like
it off
you have to
his
give
sleeve.
somebody a flower, and that's how I'm holding it.
So he's keeping it on his sleeve.
I was just like trying to do it like this. Like
That was just so
let's just do. It's easier.
Good point.
Yeah.
Mehraj Rule again wants a question.
Oh, nice.
Choose one captain out of the current T20 players from the world. Okay, the best captain. Oh,
Oh man.
MS Dhoni. I picked no. Is T20 playing? Still
Will
playing.
you play him in your 11?
No, he's not asking World Cup. No, he asked for World Cup. No, he's asking choose
current
one captain out of
T20
current T20 players from the world. Current T20. I picked MS Dhoni. Second option, Rohit Sharma. If you say ki you have to pick guy.
Hardik Pandya.
Oh, nice one. He could be the captain, South Africa series.
Yep.
Good call.
Exactly.
Yes, Siddharth.
I'm actually still thinking. So go on.
Okay. Sidvi.
Kane.
Kane.
This is Kane Williamson.
He's the president of the Kane Williamson fan club.
Yeah.
Of course.
Isn't
Actually,
it?
if Kane
Yes.
has a decent team,
Yes.
he may be the best captain.
He needs to be in form with the bat,
Yeah.
and then he
See,
will
So
do
I,
his
decision
I might also
making
go
and
with
for
Kane Williamson.
Kane Williamson.
If you give him a team,
I'll go with Rohit.
Actually, give him any team. He needs to be striking also.
Yeah.
He needs to pull his weight.
I'll go with Rohit.
Rohit. Yeah. Rohit. There.
no
Mehraj
takers for Babar Azam.
Not bad.
No, Babar is not a bad shout actually.
shout.
No, I'm
Yeah.
saying here.
Yeah. But we're counting Mehraj's comments also.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
6 different options we picked.
No, otherwise, what are your options internationally? Also, if you look, what are your options?
Owen Morgan.
This 6
Oh,
only.
Aaron
Owen
Finch.
Morgan,
Aaron
Aaron Finch, South Africa. Who is it?
Bavuma.
Bavuma.
So,
If
doesn't
he
inspire confidence.
was playing now, I mean, my other choice apart from Kane would have been Darren Sammy.
Yeah.
But if you go in the past now,
16, yeah, past Darren Sammy.
आज तो यार
It's been 6 years
6
now.
years. Because he also
हटाओ,
never
कोई answer
contributed
next
much, but as
देखें,
captain,
Shalom.
he held them
Very
together.
good.
normal.
Jason Holder could have been a good shout for certain.
Yeah, not doing
But
well.
Holder was a good test captain.
Test captain.
Yeah, much better test captain than a.
Piyush Solanki has a suggestion for next Shark Tank episode. All-time IPL level
That
cannot
is
be
impossible.
done. Impossible in a Shark Tank.
That
video.
will take the entire time. You will have to watch like a 6 or 7 hour long video.
Yeah.
Vansh Jain is saying, why don't teams consider Ajay Jadeja as a mentor? That's interesting. By the way, when IPL was just about to start, I know because we were working with him. He was in conversation with an IPL team to be joining them, but then that didn't work out. And I'll tell you why. Also, it could be now. Now it may be too late because he's been away from any active cricket, and you also be captaining as support staff anywhere. Suddenly you wouldn't go for him. So you need to see that. So now it's too late. But initially they were talking with him, and also why it didn't work out. I think from Ajay's part also, it's very tough for to have him on board because he's a bit finicky about everything falling into place, and then he would not like any interference from owners and things, and then that cannot it cannot be an ideal world.
Yep.
You will have to make compromises, which I don't think he would.
Also, he's one of those who's just been thinking about cricket all the time.
Yeah, which though he does
All the
anyway.
No, he is street smart. But maybe this is the kind of brain that you need in this T20.
Perhaps the first aggressive finisher that we had in ODIs.
Yeah,
Look at it. That knock against Pakistan in the World Cup quarterfinal. I think he ended Waqar's career in the death.
Yeah. Austin Guna wants to know, can Delhi Capitals finish in top 2? They can.
They can.
Making
Yeah.
that calculation.
They can.
They can.
For that, Lucknow need to lose their last game,
And
Rajasthan
Rajasthan.
need to lose their last game, and Delhi,
Need to win their last game.
yeah, and I think so, win by even
A big
20-30 run margin. No, even 20-30 run margin.
Yeah, they'll go.
Yep.
They'll go as the second team.
Yep.
No, Miraj, we did not miss
Oh,
your
we
super
didn't
chat. We just answered.
Yeah, we answer. Oh no, it must be an old comment. Just go down ekdam to the bottom, Shivam. Completely, yeah. Now stop somewhere. Amrik saying Hardik Pandya shouldn't be made captain suddenly, as I think his attitude isn't good, especially against BCCI. Where did you get that impression from?
But then, what are your options?
No, but how does he know that his attitude against BCCI is not good? When has he done anything against BCCI? Nothing, never.
NCA, he wouldn't go to NCA.
No, but he
then-
went now. He went.
When he was called, when they called everybody.
He went.
That's when he went. Also.
He went.
And I think things have changed.
Yeah.
In the past, and maybe what you are trying to say is last time he got injured, BCCI, the selectors were not aware when he is playing, whether he is bowling or not. Last season, last IPL, you would remember before the World Cup, chief selector or the selectors were not aware that he was not bowling. He missed. In fact, he missed a couple of games to start with. I'm talking about the UAE leg.
Yeah.
So the selectors were, caught off guard at that time. So they did. So they had to ask Mumbai Indians. So I don't think it's Hardik Pandya's fault because Nitin Patel, if I am not wrong, was associated or is still associated with Mumbai Indians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know whether still he was at that time.
And he was the physio for Indian team also.
Yes.
Yep.
So whatever it was, maybe Nitin Patel should have informed the BCCI because I can't figure out if he has rubbed BCCI the wrong
No,
way.
I don't think that's a correct impression. I think Amrik, you got a wrong impression in terms of that. I don't think he's rubbed the BCCI the wrong way. Otherwise, they won't even consider what stops the BCCI not even considering for the team.
Yep.
We've had more bizarre selections in the past as well, so nothing changes now. I don't think that is a true impression of what is happening right now. You can have cricketing arguments why you may not want to see him as a captain, but I don't think there's anything with the BCCI. There was a point here about talking about Jadeja. He said that on Crickbuzz he indicated that Gujarat Titans approach him, which I don't find surprising, considering
Roots also.
his
Because
roots are
of-
there.
yeah.
No, but the people in charge are pretty close to him right now.
Yeah.
Ashish Nehra.
Yeah, and Solanki as well.
Vikram Solanki.
Okay, Vikram Solanki. Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
And Ashish Nehra, they're very close friends. So again, friends would like to work in a circle of close friends, and obviously that everyone's impressed by his cricketing knowledge, so they may have approached him. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yep.
And he's a true blue Gujarati. Loves.
I have had a couple
His-
of interesting, whether I can call them incidents or
Interactions.
Not interactions. They were actually interactions, but turned into incidents. So, which of course I can't share on camera here.
Yeah, don't give teasers and
you
not share.
put it,
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say it out, tell the whole world about it, and then Rahul
Blow the
I
balloon
just
up and-
can't say it out loud.
Puss. Totally.
Which is, hey, when was the last time we saw a team winning while chasing?
Winning while chasing.
Yeah. Has it
Mumbai
happened in-
against Chennai.
97.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even that they conspired to try and lose.
No,
as many
and
wickets.
Gujarat chased against Chennai. No,
Oh
the
yeah,
last
Gujarat.
game.
So basically,
133.
133.
Yeah.
Okay, very interesting question by Vansh Jain. He says, tough question. Will Rohit Sharma feature in your all-time IPL 11?
As a captain,
As a
you
captain,
picked him
yes.
as a captain.
Yes.
You have to.
No, I don't pick captain and then pick him. I'll pick my 11 and then pick my captain.
Rohit Sharma is not an IPL great, to be very honest.
Yeah. We'll
as a
find it
captain,
tough.
Yes, as a batsman.
As a captain,
no.
So
yes,
yes,
but not as a
no,
batsman.
yes, no.
No, so I will pick I picked him as one of my best captains. I was
Yeah.
shocked. But for my best 11, and considering you will go with the IPL rules of 4 foreigners,
Yeah.
and then you will go with
Seven
the
Indians.
7 Indians, as opener, I find it tough to look beyond a David Warner
And a Chris
or
Gayle.
Chris Gayle
Chris
or
Gayle.
whatever.
Yeah.
So it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but the majority of his career in the IPL, he batted he was not the opener in 20. I think he
started out at number
became
5, 6.
a
All
regular
time-
opener only in 2019.
All-time 11, he won't make it. Won't make it. There
No,
will be
but-
so many cricketers. You have
By
to
the way,
look at.
Rohit Sharma in IPL, how many great innings
Yes.
or contributions you can remember? That's
All
because
time,
I think
very tough.
Yeah.
for India, he's just a different player.
Yes.
For Mumbai, it's his captaincy that comes.
Yes.
before,
All-time
and that is
Indian
why-
T20 team.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right, definitely, undoubtedly.
He walks
That-
out.
I'm saying it's his captaincy that's what people talk about for Mumbai Indians.
Yeah.
His batting, even this season, will never be in focus because
15 editions
not
of
been
the
that great.
IPL, I can just think of 3 instances when Rohit Sharma played some great innings. Only 3.
And if you overall,
One
if you
final, he scored a 50 or something.
2020 final.
Yeah.
overall,
Delhi.
if you look at his career, I think his batting average in IPL would be less than 30.
Yeah.
And that too every year. I think 2019 was the first time when he started as an opener regularly for Mumbai Indians. That is when I think his average crossed the.
His average is just above 30.
30.36.
30.36. And a strike rate of 130.
No, this is the.
Rohit Sharma's
Overall IPL.
IPL career.
Yeah.
But
So
look at it.
see.
Strike rate 130, average 30.
Yeah. So
No, but-
2016
but
was his best
As
year.
an opener, it's not the number of runs or the strike. You're looking at the impact.
Yeah.
And the impact David Warner had at
Yes,
the top,
yes, yes.
and the
Yeah.
impact Chris
Chris
Gayle
Gayle.
used to have at the top, you just can't compare that with the Rohit Sharma, even
Yeah,
though
yeah.
he has scored more runs than them.
It'll be very
or whatever,
tough.
if that's
Very,
the
very
case.
tough. That won't happen. भाई शिवम देख लिया
Exam नहीं देना था.
Rahul Anand says even after yo-yo test players fail, which is true.
Yep. Something in Malayalam which I don't know.
Oh, good question by Dhruv. He's saying, why is the BCCI not doing investigation about that Chahal incident when he spoke about tied up? Should be investigated, I think.
But I think through backdoor channels, I think one of the guys who was
But
involved
I-
has been asked to step aside from his current role in the county.
Oh,
Yes.
so action has been taken, but without publicizing.
But without publicizing it too much. So, and if many people think that it was some other person involved, I've got some very sad news about that.
What is the sad news?
He's no more.
He's
No,
never
it
signed.
wasn't him.
It wasn't
I thought.
him.
It
And
was,
he did
That
call
was a
them
different incident also.
yeah, there were two
Two
incidents.
different
yeah.
incidents,
different
and
incidents.
Simons was part of the other.
Part of the
Yeah,
other,
he
yeah.
named Simons
Yeah.
very clearly. Simons and who's that?
Franklin.
Franklin, James
Franklin.
Franklin.
Yeah.
Franklin was so
Oddball.
Yeah, he used to play for Middlesex.
Mirage
I'm not sure
Rules
they
is
still
back,
play
I
for
think.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mirage is like playing, a game with us that gives.
Final. This is final question from Miraj. He says if each one of you has to choose a captain from the T20 pool, it would be
Current non-captain too.
it could be a current non-captain too. Mine would be Mitchell Marsh. Choose a captain, best captain from current T20 pool.
maybe I can choose David Warner. He's won you an IPL also.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
forget.
Single-handedly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good captain though, but we picked
But
Rohit
we've already
Sharma
picked-
and MS
Kane.
Dhoni.
I picked Kane.
MS Dhoni, you already picked that, Mehraj. So thank you for your questions. Don't forget to download the.
Gamezy app.
We make our fantasy teams here. You should too, because you stand a chance to win up to 5 crore daily.
Yes.
And you can make mid-inning teams, which no other fantasy app allows you to do.
Yep.
Don't forget to subscribe to Sports Today. We are live every day on YouTube as well as Facebook, and with all sporting content, not just IPL, not just cricket, but all sports. Last few days we've been focusing on badminton.
Quite a bit.
So interviews, analysis, everything is there. International sport too.
Yep.
Busy international calendar coming up. French Open coming up. So
Yes.
we'll have some interesting videos on that.
Fans.
Pray.
Yeah. See, Ikprit Singh has said whatever we were going to say anyway.
Yes.
What is it? Let's.
No, but he
say.
always says that now.
He does. He does.
Every chat we have, he's always there to say Vadaka.
Okay then. Good night. Shabba khair.